Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Check Engine Life podcast. Your hosts are MJ and Dane, and today we are going to talk about three stories. Number one, GM stock is at an all-time high, and we are going to talk about that. The second story is we're going to answer the question, is a clean Carfax enough for you to buy a vehicle? Is that enough? And then number three, we're going to do some used truck shopping for a used Chevy Colorado. But first, this is the part of the show where I usually show Dane. People have caught him out in public doing things that are wild and crazy. But today I'm going to show you me. This is somebody caught me in public. This was a long time ago. Somebody I'm on actually the news, you guys, and this is not something that I'm proud of. Right now, I drive really slow. I go the speed limit or below. But back then, when I was young, I was a bad boy. This was right after I saw Fast and Furious. I was in Dallas, or I was in Texas visiting a friend of mine, and I decided the cops wanted to pull me over, and I was not going. Dane, I'm going to show you me driving like a maniac away from the police. Are you ready to see this, Dane?
Yeah, I don't believe it, but let's
All
see
right,
it.
this is me.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
I'm
driving
going
like you.
wild. See this is twice as fast as I usually go, you guys.
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to all the people in Texas whose lives I put in danger from driving this outrageously fast. And eventually I pulled over, but yeah, I'm not proud of this. But
That is you. For anybody that
not
doesn't know, that is 100% you.
I'm not perfect, you guys. I'm
No.
sorry. I just I just saw Fast and Furious Part 1 and I was just going crazy with speed.
I know. Yeah,
Sorry.
you're definitely the only guy to get in a police chase and block traffic.
Yeah, so sorry about that police in Dallas, but I was young and dumb. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's bring up the first article. Let's bring that up. Dane, did you know that the GM stock is at an all-time high right now?
I didn't know.
All right. Well, let's look at this article from GM Authority. The link will be in the description, and I am going to sum this thing up for you right now. Look at this. If I get rid of all these ads,
Jeez.
come on, GM Authority.
Come on now.
All right, so let's sum this whole thing up. Let's see. The GM stock has smashed its all-time high, and the momentum reflects a company that is firing on all cylinders. The credit goes straight to CEO Mary Barra, whose long-term bets on EVs, manufacturing, and technology are finally showing up in the stock price. The actual price, let's see, the GM stock closed $73.52, which is up 4.5%, and it even briefly hit a record of $73.86. So this is a rally. It's a 19% surge that GM saw late October. So last month, this surge happened. Let's see. This is an unusually strong and sustained investor confidence. They announced a $550 million investment into U.S. plants. They strengthened transmission and stamping production in Michigan and Ohio, the heart of this country. They are investing. They earned 4 R&D 100 awards, validating their leadership in battery, engine, and simulation technology. As we all know, Dane, the Chevy Corvette added another international trophy, and they won the 2025 Auto Sport Award in Germany. You know, they just recently kicked butt in the Nürburgring. They are the top U.S. manufacturer, and that is pretty awesome. You remember that, right, Dane?
Oh, sure do.
Yeah. And I heard Mustang or Ford. I heard a report a couple weeks ago. They sent the Mustang GTD to try to get the record back, and I haven't heard anything about them getting that record. So my thought is that they did not win. They did not beat the Chevy time as we predicted. That is my prediction anyway, because I haven't heard any good news. So I am thinking they are probably going to try to bring back the GT, and that is the only way I think they're going to be able to get it. But let's look at the rest of this news. Let's see. GM sales remain hot. Q3 of 2025, the sales climbed 7.7%. The Equinox EV became the best-selling non-Tesla EV in America, and their credit rating was upgraded by Morgan Stanley, raised their outlook. Let's see. They hit strong results in full-sized pickups and SUVs, and they have been killing it in pickups and SUVs over the last half a century. So that is strong news. Let's see what else. There were a couple negative things. A couple top tech executives left the company, prompting a leadership reshuffle in GM software division. Hopefully they will figure that out pretty quickly. And they're also facing pressure from Canada to assign a new product to their plant after they ended the Bright Drop van production. So this is a very strong run for GM. Investors are believing in the company, and their long-term strategies are paying off. So Dane, since you've been following GM over the years, how do you think Mary Barra stacks up as maybe one of the all-time best CEOs? Do you have an opinion on that?
Well, MJ, she's pretty much the best there is. They're the stats, speak for themselves. There's not really much else to say here.
Yeah, look at these stats.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't pay that close of attention to who's sitting in that chair.
Yeah,
At General Motors, I more care about the vehicles that are coming out of there,
right.
and that is not completely dictated by the CEO. The engineers, the program managers, they're kind of, the more of the ones that are kind of molding that into what it is, and they're the ones when the board says, make these things more fuel efficient, they're the ones usually pushing back saying, we need the performance. This is what the customer wants. And
Right.
so they're the ones kind of going to bat for you. So anyways, that's kind of the more stuff that I pay attention to. So, but either way, the stock's good. Like you said, the stock is not representative so much of sales as it is buyer confidence, which means
Yeah.
people are willing to invest into a company that they are confident will make a return on their investment. So that's really what you're seeing is that
Very very confident.
right in the eyes of the investors, it's a very strong company making very wise decisions moving forward in the future. So that's what this means more than anything.
Yeah, and I definitely think Mary Barra is the best U.S. OEM CEO. The numbers speak for themselves, but I think it's been very difficult for her to navigate this landscape, because it's not just do they sell cars. They have to think about a lot of different things. You have to think about the political environment in the US, in China, in other countries. I mean, it's a very difficult thing to predict. Like, who would have predicted that Trump would get reelected and scrap all the EV mandates and take away a lot of the regulations? I mean, nobody really could have predicted that. I mean, a couple of years ago, people were thinking that he was going to get put in jail because they were trying to put him in jail for 4 different crimes right as soon as he ran for election, which is
Right.
a big coincidence. But who could have predicted that he would have won the election? I mean, so it's very difficult for them to be able to change directions quickly. If the government says you got to make EVs, you got to make EVs. But if the government now says, all right, well, you could pull back on that if you want to. Now they're pulling back a little bit. She's able to pivot in different directions. Now, obviously, not everything that happens at GM is perfect. We did have a big recall for the 6.2-liter engine, but we're getting through that, and I think she is doing a great job. It's very difficult to make these predictions. It's not just about selling cars. It's also about navigating the political landscape, and looks like she's doing a great job. So good job to Miss Mary Barra, the queen of GM. All right.
Bravo. Yeah.
Bravo. Dane, let's see. Is there anything that you would like to see different? I know you want the Camaro to come back. Is that your number one request?
I want to see a more performance-oriented pickup truck, similar to like what we saw. Who's doing the SS, that sport truck? Was it Yanko?
The Yanko. The
Yeah,
Yanko.
who I forget who's building that, but I would like if they did like a factory option like that.
Yeah.
Something similar in that standpoint,
Maybe
and
a little bit
then
less horsepower because 1,000 is a little bit more than most people need, I think. Maybe like a good 500 or 600. Would you be happy with that?
maybe you'll have stages.
Stages. Okay.
Like what hell? I mean, the Hellcat's 800 horsepower, and people buy that thing.
All right. So you
You
want an
know,
800 horsepower pickup truck?
oh well, that already exists too. The TRXs makes like 800 horsepower, 700 something.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so I mean,
we might be able to get that.
yeah, so it's only 300 more horsepower, MJ. That's like 2 more of your Corollas.
All right. All right. Well, I got a
But
Camry, but go.
or yeah, sorry, 2 more Camry engines. But yeah, so something like that. I also want to see the DOD and that kind of stuff go away completely.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
one
I
other
agree.
thing, and is that the traction control and StabiliTrak on these pickup trucks and cars,
Yeah.
you can't completely turn it off. You can
Oh.
you can reduce what it does, but you can't completely turn it off. So if you want to maybe slide your car sideways, you have the StabiliTrak turned off. All of a sudden, you lose everything because the car knows it's sideways and it shouldn't be that far sideways. Even if you are in control, all of a sudden it all just shuts off and you lose control until it straightens it back out. Super annoying. It's super scary. Not safe, if you ask me. I wish there was a button to completely eliminate it or have it all the way on, but not this like I'll just take it back a little bit, but still don't give you full control over your vehicle. That drives me nuts.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So
Yeah, how about you?
if
Yeah.
I could change anything, I definitely would bring back the Chevy Celebrity, but I don't think there's a big clamoring for that for some reason. So next to that, I would like to see like what you said, I'd like to see a regular V8, the next generation Silverado, but I'd like to see a hybrid option with just a naturally aspirated V8 with the eCVT transmission, which is not a CVT transmission. It's just 2 big electric motors, or maybe 3, in place inside the transmission. Those things are rock solid. They last forever. They're super simple. I would like to see a hybrid Silverado. That would be awesome. Maybe a hybrid Colorado too, if they do it like that. Just naturally aspirated engine, eCVT transmission. That thing will last you until your kids are out of high school if they are just born.
So like 20 years.
Yeah, about 20 years. 20
Yeah.
years, that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? What would you like to see from GM in 2026? Do you think Miss Mary is doing a great job at CEO? Because I definitely think she is. Let us know in the comments or in the chat if you are here today. We will get to the next article. Let's see. So the next article is somebody, they got a used car and they got the Carfax done, or they checked the Carfax, but that wasn't enough. And then they had tons of problems after that. Let's bring that up right now. This is an article from Motor One. We're going to bring that up. Dane, what have you been doing at your business? Have you been doing anything fun?
Not a lot this last week because it was a holiday week and kind of short with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I didn't get much done. I kind of took some downtime this week, which is like the first time in probably years, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, so haven't done much, but I've got some neat stuff in. I've got a 71 Chevelle in. I've got to do some tune-up work on. Just old cars, they need lots of little things. And so while it had a throttle body motor go out, it came to me because it would run, but it wouldn't. No pedal response at all. It's got electronic throttle body now because it's got a new LS engine in it,
mhm.
and just nothing there. Found that was bad. I had an aftermarket one that was bigger, larger, and it just completely died. So there's a lot of, well, while I'm waiting on that new part to come in, why don't you do a bunch of these things? And so it was like the radio would always reset whenever you turn it off, turn it back on. So there was no memory in the radio. So found it wasn't wired correctly. Needed the
Oh,
wipers, needed the hood aligned a little bit better. Just a lot of small things, the exhaust. So, anyways, that's what
you
I'm
got
working on
everything
now.
fixed.
Exactly. Yeah. Get all that stuff fixed up while I was waiting on that part. So that way it's going to be like brand new again when it comes springtime to drive. Then I've got another kind of winter project in. There's a lot of it's fine for now, but over the winter we'll address a bunch of issues. There was some steering in the old Nash, fuel gauge that wasn't quite working right. So I'm getting a lot of those things in right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's look at this article from Motor One. Link will be in the description. This is a person who checked the Carfax. It was clean, but then he discovered $6,000 in hidden damage. Let's check out this article. This was an Illinois man. He bought a car. What he understood was a clean Carfax. After he sent his wire transfer, he discovered it actually required $6,000 in repairs. This was a TikTok creator named Vashon Wan, and he posted a video with his complaints last week. He bought a Dodge Charger from Keith McCoy Auto in Dallas, Texas. Vaughn said the dealership told him the car pulled up a clean on Carfax, clear title, no accidents, and no damage. He said they wouldn't show me the paperwork before I sent my full wire deposit of $20,000. Even after I sent it, they still wouldn't send me certain documentation I was asking for, although they had promised it to me. All right, so I'm not sure what document he was looking for. Let's see if we could bring up his actual words.
So I got a YouTube video coming out on the whole buying experience, so I'm not going to say too much here. But Chad, let me know if y'all think I got finesse. Okay, so basically I went to the dealership, Keith
Okay, so
McCoy.
finessed means cheated. Just in case people don't know the slang.
I didn't know.
I'm a cool book, so I know all the cool slang right now.
I guess, yeah.
I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, so I know it now.
Automotive, I will be tagging them down below. Car pulled up clean on Carfax, clean title, no accidents, no damage. Boom. They wouldn't show me the paperwork before I sent my full entire wire deposit of like over $20,000. And even after I sent it, they still wouldn't send me certain documentation that I was asking for, although they had promised it to me. Red flag number 2, they kept telling me that low jack was mandatory. They were not trying to take low jack off. It's $1,500. It was installed in my car, as they said already, right?
All right, so let me just address that. He said there was a low jack put on the vehicle when he had the car. They wouldn't take it off. So you guys know low jack is something that they put in there to help you find your car if somebody steals it, which is probably a good idea to put on a Dodge Charger because a lot of people steal those cars. If you're a dealership, I don't blame them for not removing that. A lot of times when people put aftermarket accessories on, they splice into different wires. They put a whole bunch of connectors, and their wires are supposed to be like this, and now it's got something hanging off of it. So
Right.
you start just taking off all those splices. Now you got a whole bunch of little damaged wires. It's a pain in the butt, and I understand why they wouldn't remove it. I mean, it's not just easy to remove stuff like that usually. So yeah, I don't blame the dealership for just leaving that on there. And in fact, if I had a car with low jack, I'd probably just leave it on there too. I might activate it. But yeah, so that's you agree with that, Dane?
Yeah, if everything's working normally, leave it alone because, like you said, sometimes you're opening a can of worms because the installer doesn't always do it the best. And sometimes even if it's not the way you want it, it's better to just leave it alone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'd rather not have it at all. But if it was there, I'd just leave it there.
Sure.
Let's continue with his story.
Okay, I deny low jack. I noticed that the brakes are shuddering. I noticed that my windshield wiper hose is not functional, meaning that the fluid is just spitting all out of my engine bay. I let them know. They said they was going to replace it. They took my car into their shop for nearly 4 hours, y'all. Performed the brake slap, hose wasn't fixed, and then I found out that my horn doesn't even fucking work. AJ and Jasmine, they leave the building before they even finish the sale, before they even give me all of my paperwork.
All right, so he's upset that the brake pads, I guess they were low, or the rotors might have been warped, and the hose isn't hooked up correctly to the wiper fluid. Now, maybe it took several hours. Maybe they needed to order a part. If you got to order a part and is coming, they got to bring it to you. I mean, you got to wait. So it's not 4 hours. It might be 4 days if it takes time to bring the part. So my main problem with this story is this. Just checking the Carfax is not enough. That is only one of the 3 automotive research steps that you need to take that I recommend on this channel. Number 1 is doing an internet search to find out some common problems about the vehicle. Okay. This is the age of Google. This is the age of ChatGPT. It's very easy to just put in the vehicle. What are some common problems for the Dodge Charger? Now, I even have a video on the Dodge Charger where I talk about some of the common problems. So there are lots of videos out there. There's ChatGPT, like I said, Google. You can find out some common problems. All cars have common problems. They can be solved, but you need to know these things before you buy a car so you could be ready for them. And when the problem comes up, you can strike it down like a mechanic ninja. Okay. So number 2 is, yes, check the Carfax. We definitely recommend checking that. I have a video on how you could check it for free for most vehicles. So you wouldn't have had to wait if you were this guy. In most cases, they'll put the Carfax online anyway. So you may not have had to wait if you had watched my video. But even if they didn't have it online, you could buy it and then you could look at it right there. You want to check for odometer fraud, which is everywhere, because all they have to do now is plug in the little machine and then they could change the mileage right there. It's actually easier than ever to change the mileage on a vehicle. So check for odometer fraud. Title has to be good. You don't want no rebuilt title. You don't want no theft damage. You don't want some car that they done flown in from another country. No, none of that nonsense. You don't want a vehicle with 10 different owners. I don't think so. So that's only part 2 of the nerd research. The number 3, as we've said before many times, Dane, get the vehicle inspected by a mobile mechanic who could drive right up there and inspect it for you before you buy it, Dane. The mobile mechanic would have found that problem in 2 seconds. So every time I get in a car to work on it, first thing I do is hit the horn and turn the windshield wipers on. You get 3 wipes, okay? 3, according to the Pennsylvania State Safety Inspection. If it doesn't wipe clean in 3 wipes, you need new wiper blades. Now, he would have been able to know that if he had got the car inspected before you buy it. Dane, do you have any comments?
Don't give him any money until you have all the information you want.
Yeah.
that's the first thing I'm getting from this guy. I mean, yeah, everything you said, yeah, I agree with. But then also, like, he's like, oh, they wouldn't give me some documentation until I put down a deposit for $20,000. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, no, if you're not going to give me the information I want, I'm walking.
Yeah,
Guess how many Dodge
easy.
Chargers are out there? Millions of them. I don't need to have yours. I can go get another one.
Yeah, they made 1 billion of those cars.
Exactly. What's so special about this one, dude? Like, come on, get real.
Mm.
So yeah, that was dumb. But then anyways, yeah, he's having all these problems. At a certain point too, even if you did pay for the car and you haven't taken delivery of it yet, you can still back out. Be like, dude, this thing's got way too many things going on with it. I'm gonna cut it right now. Give me my money back. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what else he has to say.
Before they even verify the condition of the vehicle is good. They asked me if I want to come back another time because it's gonna take a whole nother hour for them just to replace the hose. Whole time they knew I had flew out to Dallas because they would not put the car on a delivery truck, even though I had already sent them my money. They wanted me to be in person to finish the deal. So they knew I had a 6-hour drive in front of me, like if I picked up the car from their dealership. So they took advantage of that. Like by the time the dealership had closed, my car was still in their shop. Jasmine and AJ had dipped. Okay, boom. I'm on my way back to Fayetteville. I get in town. I go to Slim Chicken. I notice ding, 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 ding. There's an air tag in my fucking car. So I'm looking for the air tag. I can't find the air tag. I'm looking for the air tag. Can't find the air tag. Looking for it. Can't find it. Okay, boom. I take my spare tire out. It happens that the air tag ended up being underneath my fuse box, the place that they had just taken the low jack out of. So with that being said.
All right, so I'm a little bit confused. I know he was saying that they didn't take the low jack out, but now he's saying they took the low jack out, but there was an air tag under there. He thinks that they put the air tag on there so they could steal the car back from him, which
I
is
doubt it,
insane.
dude.
But let me let him say it.
Okay.
They tracked me all the way from their dealership back to my house with an undisclosed AirTag that that does not have a phone number associated with any of their phone numbers of the people that I've already spoken to at the dealership. So my theory is that they were trying to steal the car back. It's alleged, I don't know, but that's my theory. Everything adds up. My horn doesn't work, so if somebody was trying to break in it or do anything, it wouldn't have went off. My windshield wiper doesn't work, so if somebody threw an egg, oil, water mixture on my windshield, I would have been fucked. And they had the car in a shop for 3 hours, so they could have easily sent somebody up the road ahead of me. I think about all that. Now, this is the shit that make you go from bad to horrible. I take the car to a Dodge certified dealership, one of the best ones in NWA. They tell me that pretty much it has underside damage. It's a bent right wheel on a junk. There's electrical damage. $6,000 is what they quoted me to get all these repairs done. So I do what any regular person does. I hit up the dealership. I tell them, hey, I want these repairs done. Like, y'all sold me an unsafe car. It doesn't have a horn. Like, what is going on, y'all? I've tracked me across multiple state lines. What the fuck? They basically tell me that they'll refund me if I give them the car back.
All right, so
This dude sucks.
I think this might be a little bit much. I sincerely doubt that they are going to try to steal the car back from you. I mean, if they did do that, I mean, it would be very easy for you to prove it because they probably just try to resell it anyway, and then you could sue them. So I sincerely doubt that the dealership is trying to steal the car back from you.
I wonder what other conspiracies this guy believes.
I don't know, but
he's probably a flat earther too. He's like, yeah, my horn doesn't work, so they can break in and they know where my car's at, and my windshield wipers don't work, so they can throw an egg in there too. I have no horn. That way, if I'm in the car, I can't see because they can make me not. I'm like, dude, just chill. It's all no. I'm not trying to kill you. They're not trying to steal your car back. They want to get your money, never want to see you again. That's what they want. Unless you're ready, unless you want to trade that car in and buy another one. That's the only time they want to see you again.
They said they'd buy the car back from you, but that's not enough.
Yeah, because this dude sucks to deal with. You ever get a customer that you're just like, get out of here. I don't ever want to do business with you ever.
Yeah.
That's what this is. That's what's happening to them right now. They're like, we'll take a loss just to never hear from you again because you suck. Yeah. I blame this guy 100%, not the dealership.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see some pictures of the damage the second dealership said would be $6,000. I mean, recently we have looked at some dealership estimates that have been way, way crazy. So I can't 100% say that it needs $6,000 worth of work or what it needs. I mean, a bent rim. I think if the rim was really bent that bad, you would have felt the extreme vibration when you're driving the car back from Texas. So yeah, I mean, it just seems, well, I mean, this is a Dodge Charger anyway, so the people drive these cars like maniacs. So some scraping damage to the underneath of the vehicle is, I don't know, it's kind of expected. I would like to see some pictures of it to see how bad it really is. But all of this could have been avoided if you did the 3-step automotive nerd research project, and that would have included getting the car checked out by a mobile mechanic. You would have easily found that the horn not working, the windshield wipers, and the brakes a little low. The rim being bent, it's probably not bent that bad, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Dude, this guy made so many mistakes, so you can learn a lot from this guy. But like we've said so many times, looking at cars and trying to find new stuff, like just because the price is good and looks good in the pictures doesn't mean you should buy this thing. You have to see it in person first, or pay a mobile mechanic or somebody that is got good knowledge and can actually give it a good thorough once over before you make any steps further. And again, this is just a Dodge Charger. It's not like it's a rare car. It's not like it's an old car you're trying to get that's rust free in another state or something. These things are everywhere. There's millions of these cars on the road. Why are you driving or flying, however far away you're flying, and then having to drive it home for a Charger?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, what's so special about this? It's just a basic car, man.
I don't know. I guess he liked that one, but yeah, if you could go back in time, he could have done what I'm doing right now. All I did here is I went to the Dallas Craigslist page. Just go to automotive services and type in mobile mechanic, and look, there are lots of them in here. Let's click on one of these guys. Let's see. Oh boy. So this guy, I don't know any of these people. I'm just looking at their pages real quick. This guy, #1 mobile mechanic, reasonable prices, 7 days a week, fast service. We accept credit cards, debit cards, and Cash App. You name it, we fix it. We got deals, same day, next day service, roadside assistance. They do diagnostics. They have a nice big diagnostic machine. Okay, I'm thinking probably like a Snap-on scan tool or something like that.
Yeah. I'm
Got
kind of
a
questioning this guy now that he says that.
diagnostic machine.
A big one, yeah. Nice big one, yeah.
It's a big one.
It's
All
I
right.
it's not even just a big one, it's a nice big one.
It's nice too.
Yeah.
So they could do all this stuff. Let's see. Let's look at another one there. So there's lots of different options here. You don't have to pick.
Hey, you know what else you
the-
can do, person at home watching this video right now? You can also send vehicles that you're looking at purchasing to me and MJ, and we can look at them and give you some feedback on it too.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not going to expect them in person, but you
No,
could
not in
send
person.
me the vehicle. I could look over the Carfax, and then
Yeah.
maybe I could recommend the mobile mechanic. I'll just look at some of these ads. I'll see if I find one. I
Still,
like.
like there's things that we might see in vehicle listings that might be something that you should be aware of or to like look out for to go further. So
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean. So like if there's a vehicle, you're like, hey, I'm thinking about purchasing this, or I want to get a car like this. Can you help me find one? Hey, maybe we can help you out. Send them our way.
Yeah, that's true. We could definitely help you with 2 of the 3 nerd research steps. We could help you find common problems, things to watch out for,
Yeah.
and also recalls, TSBs, things like that. I'm working on a big project I'm going to try to do the common problems for every GM vehicle that they make right now. So I'm going to try to do a common problem for every single GM vehicle that's available. So we're going to start with GM there.
That's gonna be a big project.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I guess a big nerd project.
Mhm.
But so yeah, here's another one. Professional mobile mechanic. We come to you. Oil changes, brakes, brake replacement, alternator starter, engine diag. Here we go. Pre-purchase vehicle inspections. There you go.
Bingo.
We gotta have somebody who's a professional mechanic to look at this vehicle for you. These cars cost too much and service prices are out of control. You have to have somebody on your side. I'm not saying you could pick this, you have to pick this guy in particular, but you need to pick somebody. Don't just go in there by yourself, people. You need somebody in your corner. Isn't that, you agree with that, Dane?
I do.
That's right. All right, so let's get to the next story. We are going to do a little bit of automotive shopping today. We're going to find ourselves a Chevy Colorado for under $20,000. Oh my gosh, the one I picked, it just went away. Somebody bought it.
Oh, now
So
we gotta do it
gonna
over again.
Let's start from the beginning. All right, no problem. Let's start from the beginning.
I can't see what you're looking at. My screen's not pulling
Here,
up.
I'm bringing it up. Let's bring it up. All right, so today we are going to start from the top. We're going to look for a used Chevy Colorado for under $20,000. I'd like to use Car Gurus. Let's go ahead and search. We're going to do a nationwide search. Let's see. Price under $20,000. Dane, we don't have a lot of money. We need a basic truck for under $20,000. Do you think we'll be able to find one, Dane?
It can be done. It's got to be 4-wheel drive too. No one's buying these in 2-wheel drives.
You could get 2-wheel drive.
You could get one, but do you want one in 2-wheel drive? If you're buying a truck, get a 4-wheel drive truck. Unless you want a sport truck,
All right. What do you guys think in the chat? Would you get a 2-wheel drive truck, or do you have to have 4-wheel drive? Let's see. All right. All right, Dane. We'll put the 4-wheel drive for you, just for you.
God, I
All
need
right.
it. I need it.
Let's see. All right. So where's the one I like? All right. Vehicle history. We're going to try a single owner. That's to be the best one. So we'll see if we can get one with a single owner. Accidents reported. We're going to hide vehicles with accidents, frame damage. Now,
Oh,
some
you're
people
selecting
don't
them
like.
now. You're selecting them, not hiding them.
No, that hides them. It says hides vehicles with.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Blank,
it does.
blank, blank.
Okay, never mind. You're good.
It says fleet, but I think fleet's all right
That's
for.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
And we don't want salvage history. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, we don't want that garbage.
No garbage. Let's see what else we got here. Dane, now we're probably going to have to get the generation before the current one.
I don't
to get
think so,
under
man. I see you.
20,000. You think?
Those 2015s. There's a couple of 2015s that look nice. Yeah.
No, I mean the current generation Colorado, the newest one.
Oh yeah.
think
That one
they'll
does
be
look a little
able-
different. Yeah, you're probably not going to get into that one.
Yeah, let's see for
But
engine.
scroll down a little bit. I saw a nice one there. Keep going down.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, what do you say? Go. You saw one?
Yeah, come down a little bit. Down. Right there on the right, that black one. Come on,
black
talk to
one?
me.
Oh boy, that's a
got-
Z71.
It's got the full 4 doors. It's a
The crew
Z71. How many miles are on it?
We got 118,000.
Not bad.
Let's
It's
look at
got the
some
V6 with 300 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
clean.
nice.
I would buy this truck.
You like that one?
I like it already.
It's
I saw a
four-wheel
little
drive.
seat, so a little cosmetic wear. Nothing too bad. This is something that I like how they do the close up of the buttons.
I think the check engine light's on. Look at that.
Well, is it even running? Oh, it is running.
Yeah, it's running. The
Oh
RPMs are-
man, you better have that checked out. Call your.
What's up with that?
What is up with that?
All right. Well, at least you showed the picture.
That is
But,
good.
It might be all right. You'd have to have somebody look at it and
Yep.
see what that code is.
Yep, check it
It might
out.
be nothing. It might be nothing, but it might be something.
It's probably
you-
it's always something. It can't.
Well, the thing is, when I say nothing, I'm referring to sometimes when I worked at Honda, people would bring the car in for a check engine light, and you know what the problem was?
What?
They left the gas cap off,
Oh, right.
or the gas cap was loose.
Hey, it's something, man.
But do you know what the fix was? To
Put the
tighten
gas cap back on, clear the code. Yeah. Hey, it's still something.
And they charge them for an hour diag for that.
Of course. Yeah.
It's not
That's
my
like
fault.
$200
I didn't tell them.
nowadays.
I would have just let them go for free, probably. But
Yeah, same.
but yeah, that is probably the easiest check engine light, to be honest. So it might be that, but it's probably. But we don't know. You have to have somebody check it out. So you have to have a mobile mechanic go and look at the vehicle. You decide if you want to fix it or not. If you have to have that one.
Yeah. If they tell you what it is, don't believe them.
Oh, the dealer? No, don't even ask them what they think it is.
All right, they might be like, "Oh, it's just for whatever." If it's that easy, then you would have fixed it.
Exactly.
So you figure out what it is for sure, and don't let them just tell you what the code is either, because the code doesn't always mean that's the problem.
Yeah, you got to look into it. Now, the code I'm talking about for the gas cap was evap leak
Yeah.
large,
Mhm.
large evap leak. So that system is called the evap, so it's short for evaporative emissions. The goal of that system is to keep the gasoline vapors in the fuel tank, and then, or not in the fuel tank, but they don't want the fuel tank to swell up with pressure. So they'll relieve some of that pressure into the charcoal canister. When the vehicle is on, they will purge that fuel into the intake manifold and into the combustion chamber. But the system tests itself for leaks at certain points. Okay.
Mhm.
So when the car did a test on itself, it found out that it wasn't holding pressure. So I said, there's a large leak here, but the leak was caused by the person not tightening the fuel cap. So, but anyway, yeah, let's look at a different one. Look at this one, Dane. This is 2022 extended cab. You like this one's white.
Yeah.
Not looking too bad.
Yeah. Washington's a good place to buy cars. They don't get snow and salty roads.
Oh, they don't?
Most days are cloudy and rainy. They don't get a lot of sunny days in Washington. So
okay.
it's good for paint, good for keeping your car clean.
Oh,
Washington's a good state to buy cars from.
All right. So this one's got the 2.5 liter engine. You like that one, Dane?
It's okay. I prefer the 3.6.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, get a lot more power with a V6.
So one owner. There we go.
Not
and
bad.
like we were saying, you have to get these checked out by a mechanic before you buy it. If we wanted to check the Carfax, what we're not going to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All you'd have to do is go to, let's see. It's usually available on the dealer's website. Let's see. Do they even have a link to that? Let's see in one. All right. Well, you got to find one where they link to the dealer's website.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go on there, look for the same truck, and then they usually have the Carfax. If they don't, then you could buy it if you want. Let's see.
Yeah.
They got some work trucks on here. Let's see, about 18,000, 2021. I like the work truck version of this. Now, I remember I did some research and I looked up how much was a Silverado 20 years ago, and I adjusted for inflation. And the newer ones are just about as expensive, at least the entry level models, as it was 20 years ago when you adjust for inflation.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
if
scroll
you,
up a little. Scroll up a little bit. That ZR2.
oh my God,
boy.
this is the one you want, ain't
That is the one that I want.
it? All
How
right, this
much?
is
It's
the
in
off-road
Florida.
version, all right? This is
Yeah.
off-road 19,000,
90,000
3.6,
miles. Oh
8
man,
speed.
I'm gonna go buy this thing right now.
Look at these giant wheels. That didn't come like that, did it?
Yeah, it did.
It did.
No, that's a size bigger, but
It looks a little big.
yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
All right. Well, this
Not
one looks all
bad.
right. This one looks all right.
It's looking okay.
Gigantic wheels. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
the tires are too big, but
Would you leave it like that, or you would make it smaller?
I'd probably put the stock size tire back on it or something close to it.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't be buying one of these to like go rock crawling or anything. I'd actually be driving it. But yeah, this doesn't look too bad.
Looks like it just gave it an oil change. It's got 99% oil life
Yeah,
remaining. All
that's
right. This is
good.
a candidate.
Not good.
of-
Should be pretty clean. Like I said, in Florida, they don't get no snow there either. You don't have to worry about salty roads.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if this one would be good for me. This would be so high. I think I need a ladder to get into this.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, this is good. This is pretty good. This is
It's a
pretty
good looking
good.
truck right there. Yeah.
All right, let's look at one more and then we'll get out of here. Well, guys, which one do you think? Which one you like in the chat? Which one would you get? I just get a basic work truck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one got low miles. I mean, even if you just get the work truck, if you don't like the rims, you could get different rims later.
Yeah, like you're gonna change. If it's me, everything I have has got different wheels on it. You're gonna
Yeah.
replace them anyways. So you don't even care.
I think some of these you can replace with the factory rims if they're a different size.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this one, but I believe you could have the dealership update the computer to have it have larger rim size, and then it'll adjust your speedometer and your ABS and
Yeah,
everything.
your tire size. Yeah, you can adjust that inside of the ECUs. That way your speedometer and odometer still read accurately.
Yeah, so but double check me on that one. I'm not.
Yeah, that can be done. That's a thing.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to be careful with what I say, Dane.
Yeah, I've had it done before, not at the dealership, but with the same tool the dealership would use.
Okay. All right. So this one's got like a little it's like a storage area back here for you to
Yeah,
put
like we're
stuff
putting
on.
toolboxes or something.
Yeah, see, that's what I would get. I would get this one, Dane.
Yeah, one that's set up for work.
But like we said, you have to have these inspected first because things could look nice on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the inside, they are terrible. But yeah, all right. This one got the 6-speed and the 2.5 liter, 74,000 miles. I would get this.
Yeah,
This is 2022. This is only about 3 years old.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad, man.
18,000.
Yeah,
That ain't
I like
bad.
it.
That ain't bad. I have somebody. Let's see if I went. Where is this at? Salt Lake City, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
If I really liked it, I would call a mobile mechanic in this area. Find one. Somebody asked me in the comments too. They said, "How do you know they're not lying about their ASC certifications?" So I told them, I said, "Look, when you get your certification, they send you a little certificate with your name on it, with the certification you have and the date that it expires, and it's got you have a ASC number that's assigned to your name. So, you could say, but like, look, let me see your driver's license to prove who you are and your ASC certification. I
Yeah,
want a
for sure.
picture of it. And they'll
That's
be like, all
legitimate.
right, well, fine.
Yeah,
And
see if they'll FaceTime you, or do a video call with you too.
yeah,
Right? I've sold car parts that are expensive before that I had to ship to somebody, and they're like, "Hey, just so I don't get screwed because it's a lot of money, can I call you and FaceTime?" You're like, "Yeah, that's fine."
yeah,
I can call. That way you can see, "Hey, it's me." I'll turn my phone around. "Hey, here's the parts that you're buying." You can do the same thing with with one of these mobile mechanics too. They're just regular people.
yeah.
So they should not have any problem with you doing your due diligence to prove that they're a real person. And if they do have a problem with it, find another one.
Yeah, you see, we went on Craigslist. It was like 20 of them on there.
Yeah, exactly. Find somebody else. There's more than just one of these guys out there.
Exactly. So there you go, people. That is how you protect yourself when you're buying a used car. Carfax is not enough. You want to use Carfax, check the common problems, and get it inspected by your neighborhood friendly mobile mechanic who will be your hero and be somebody that is on your side for once. Stop going into these dealerships by yourself. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, or anything. You need somebody with you when you go in there. I don't care. And even if I wanted this vehicle, I'm not in Utah. I'd I'd have a mobile mechanic go in there and look at it for me. And then to ship it to me then after that. That's how we have to roll these now, people. We got to look at these cars with research and you'll be all right. Dane, do you have any final words before we go?
Nah, other than if you got questions about buying a vehicle or you got vehicles that you want us to look at online, we can't look at them in person unless you're in the Minneapolis area, then maybe I can help you out. But yeah, send those things our way. If you got questions about vehicles or you want to know common problems with vehicles, send those our way and we can do a little video on it, or maybe we can have you on to ask us some questions.
That's right. We got plenty of videos on here telling you about common problems, how to find the Carfax, how to negotiate the price of used cars. It's not that hard. Yeah, I just sent somebody the link to the video we did about that.
Yeah, that's another one too. You got questions about pricing? Or we go into further detail? Because like sometimes talking about price on a vehicle isn't as blanket as some of the videos we've done. Like make sure you find things that are wrong, whatever. Like if you specifically have a vehicle that you're ready to go look at and put money down, and then we can maybe get like here are the points that I would point at with this vehicle specifically, instead of giving you a broad term. So we can maybe hone in a little bit more on a specific vehicle for you.
Yeah,
as far as that
do
goes
a recall
too.
check. We could do all that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you remember we saw the guy who he bought a Subaru and he got upset that it was used? There was something wrong with it. We got it home and then he drove it through the front door, the glass of the dealership.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Mad. Yeah, he wouldn't have had to do that if he called us. I would like, oh, a Subaru, an older Subaru. So you would make sure it doesn't have head gasket problems and have it checked out before you buy it. I don't care if people think that, just not to go on a side note, but sometimes people think that, oh, they try to take advantage of women when you go in there. And if you're a woman, if you take a man with you, then they won't take advantage of you. No, they're going to take advantage of everybody. Men, women, they don't care. They're going to rip everybody off. If you're old, young, man, woman, it doesn't matter. So yeah, they took advantage of that guy. They sold him a car with a bad head gasket and refused to give him a dime of his money back. He did his research first and just said, look, I'm a guy, but I'm not a professional mechanic. It's cool. You don't have to know everything. You pay somebody so they could be on your side. So yeah, that's what we got to say about that. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you have any requests or you need any help with picking out a used car, let us know in the comments as well. We'll do a whole show just for you. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.
See you guys next time.